Hello, another video today. Kind of want to go a different direction, and this is a different monitoring system for this particular client. But what I wanted to look at is obviously his scores are where they are as of October 15th. Um, this client had a couple of collections and one public record, not a lot of stuff. Um, Originally, he was looking to buy a house, changed his mind uh, last year, and came to us and said, well, he wanted to get some credit cards, some funding. So we did that for him. At the time we started, I want to say he was maybe in the high 780s. I think even one of his reports was 800, but we're going to look at the accounts that he has open, and that's kind of where we're going to concentrate, and then also adding trade lines. So as you can see here, when we first did his report or finished his report in November, he was at 781, went up to 788, and in January 781, and that's when he came to us to start applying for credit. So obviously in February it dropped to 696. March 2016 went to 712. April 722. May 2016. But as you can see in July it dropped to 571. Well, it dropped partly because he had a split file, which what that means is they had his name reported as two different names, and they created two different reports for this particular creditor, which is Equifax. Equifax, um, we had to call and get that adjusted, which we did. So recently, that's why you see this jump, because we had the correct or the name correction did. So I want to kind of scroll down the page and look at what he applied for um, and received when we started working on his account. As you can see, it said July 28th, 2016, 15 accounts have been added to your report. Well, that's because of the name split or the split file. They corrected the names, so all of these accounts showed up. But as you can see, he started applying for stuff in May. Well, actually, January, received a loan, but he didn't like the terms, so he canceled it. But anyway, we went in and got him a credit card. As you can see, May, that's a $10,000 card. And June 1st, we got him a $5,000 card here. June 3rd, a $20,000 account. June 8th, 6,200. June 14th, 15,000. June 17th, 9,000. And then he wanted some department store cards. So as you can see, 3,000, 2,500, 1,000, 1,000 in September and October. So over here, you can see he's starting to use some of the limits on the cards. So with this particular client, if he was to pay down at least to 20%, he would be right at about 800. Here, I just want to show on this particular monitoring account, it only shows two credit bureaus, but you can see as of October 15th what his current scores are. Obviously, like I've said in previous videos, the more you use your revolving debt, the lower your score gets. The more you pay it down, the higher the score goes back up. So Here I want to talk about um, authorized accounts we added to his report to get him at the 800, high 700 level. When we go in and look at accounts, says he has 21, but all of these are not his. Obviously, we added this account June. Wait, this one is December. This was an old account he had. Um, September of 92. Obviously, that's an old account. November 1984. That's obviously an old account. Um, we have an account that he opened in June of 16. But here is where we added an account. It says open May 2012. So we were able to utilize that to help open or get him better credit terms. We also added this account December 30th, 2008. Um, we added this account November 29th, 2007. As you notice, they say open current. And then we opened this account, or rather, I should say, added this account to increase his credit score and length of time of credit, March of 2007. So, people will ask, well, how do I know these credit trade lines will show up on my credit report? Well, here's an example. Um, you can see how far they can go back. I mean, this one obviously is 9 years old, but they can go back as far as 25 years. So depending on what type of funding you're trying to achieve, or if it's business credit, you're looking for higher dollar figures. Um, this is very important, the time or length of history that you have for open accounts. So that concludes this video. Hopefully this is helpful. Have a good day. One other thing I wanted to add as I scrolled back to the top of the page, obviously we see he has a certain amount of accounts on his report and no collections, no public records, but he has 16 credit inquiries since we went for funding or searching for funding back in starting in May. Um, But we also can remove inquiries if the client so wishes to do that particular program. So just wanted to add that part. Thank you.